It's gonna be all right, Circus. If you just leave and stop playing Europe and go to the doctor, you'll survive. And you just go, no, shut up.
Yes. Okay, stream is now live. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Frogcast. I'm here today with my friend Dan. He's never played the game before.
Yeah,
and yeah,
but that's all I need.
that's all he needs. But yeah, we're just booting the game up. I got the mod on and all that shit. Once again, we'll be starting in the Far East in Japan. On the server.
Yeah, I had to talk you out of doing the Ryukyu Islands.
Yeah, he wanted to fight me, but I was too scared of him.
Yeah, well, I mean that's how it goes. Everyone I challenge, they always go, wait,
Yeah.
you're Dan. Nah, I can't do this. Every time I look at this game, it just feels like an education game, like a early 2000s Flash game.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
It came out in 2013, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I should know that actually.
I'll search it.
Yeah, 2013.
You got it. You beat me. I didn't even put in my lock screen code yet. You are good at this game.
I'm just good at pressing buttons, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, yeah, go on.
Yeah. Japan's here, I guess. He's finally got full eco, tends to be behind in admin, so he's going to have a lot more milk to dev with, and he's going to be behind on quality. But from looking around him, everyone is going to be behind on quality. But China is now dead, split with Manchu and Japan. This split is really fucking bad for Manchu, but really mediocre for Japan. Like, this split just isn't good for anyone, because the trade in Hangzhou flows to Beijing, Xi'an, and Japan's going to obviously be collecting there or move his main node there.
Yeah,
and that's going to mean that all the trade in China gets fucked up, because Hangzhou is the middle node, basically.
One thing to note is Manchu just has awful frame data in every aspect.
Yes, it does indeed. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the dev mode. He doesn't appear to have devved much. He's devved this province a shit ton for some reason. This province once, and this province a bunch, because this province turns into gold later on. And so does this one. So he's pre-devved those. However, he's done basically no other devving of note. Hello, Lewis. Which leaves this Japan in a fairly mediocre spot with only 90k max manpower, despite having all this land. And how many provinces does he have? 60 provinces, and more to come with his vassals here. I'm really not sure what the split with Korea is here, but neither of them seem to be going at it with any earnest. But yeah, it's an okay spot, but he can probably kill this Manchu relatively soon using Tech 11 timing. But we'll see in a sec. Manchu. Manchu is a strange country. It is indeed a very strange country. He's decided to not take the province required to form Qing, which would make his country about 5 times better.
Interesting strategy.
Yeah, very interesting strategy. Is he even an empire?
Maybe.
He's not.
No.
So he needs to become an empire, which shouldn't be too hard with all this AI to kill and eat. Let's have a look here. Has he been burning provinces? He has been burning provinces, but he's sitting on 35 overextension for some reason, which leaves him just gaining corruption for no reason, it appears. He also doesn't have full eco yet, which is really, really, really bad. Despite this, he's got one of the highest manpower pools in Asia, and definitely the highest out of Japan and Manchu, but that is simply because of their base land that he starts with, not because he's done anything special or good. But yeah, this country brain dead for a bit or something? I really don't know. But I'm predicting that they're going to be fighting Bukhara or Japan at some point. However, I don't know. I really have no clue what the fuck is going on. Hello, Dave.
There's a lot of different perspectives, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of different components.
I guess he's down because he's called so much land.
Yeah, but even then you should be vassal feeding. You raise the land and then you release a vassal and you make mana out of it. You know? Like, when I've played Manchu, I've not been behind ideas. I also got mega ganked, so I don't know. The Chinese have predictably died to Manchu. Shock horror, who could have seen this coming? Never make deals with Manchu as a Chinese nation, you'll just die. And so he's lost his lovely little gold mine here that Manchu has lapped up for themselves, which is the good thing to do here. His income is really fucking bad given he's got 740 dev and 100 provinces. But if he just sits back, forms Qing, starts scaling, everything will be fine. You want to move your trade capital to Beijing sooner rather than later, because at the moment Mongolia is using this lovely little thing called Inland Caravan Power. Kill them, and then make your main node Beijing, and you'll just have money. It's great stuff, you know. And you can also.
The words out of my mouth.
I truly did, Jordan.
I need him out of Beige, out of Jiven. Jiven sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some good, there's some bad.
Well, if you move it out of Jiven, if you make Beijing your main, then you can just use 2 transfers from Jiven and Hanshu.
Xi'an, I think would be better.
Yeah, I agree with Frog on this
Hanshu's
one.
so much richer. What? There's 9 ducats in Hanshu and there's like 5 in the other one.
Okay, but he's also only got 4.2 trade power in Hangzhou.
I mean, it's all AI.
Yeah, it is AI. Controlled by Japan, and Japan's obviously going to move his main node here.
Never mind.
Yeah. Like, I'd agree with you if it was AI to conquer, but it's not. It's their weird ass split that they're
I
doing.
didn't see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would agree with you as well.
But I guess Manchu's selling provinces to Japan then or something, and he needs to wait for these to be quarters. Okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. Now that he's just sitting on unquote provinces.
Wait.
But
Like,
okay, we're gonna have to mute Kitty. But yeah, next nation on the Frogcast is gonna be Bukhara. Bukhara is still allied to this Muscovy he gave the gold mine to. They've got this new gold mine down here. It's what's it got? Reduce autonomy when you're at peace. Why does it have 26 autonomy?
He's at war.
Yeah, he's at war right now, but he wasn't at war earlier. I'm not sure. I honestly God don't know what happened here, but at one point it looked like Maki and Bukhara were winning against Ottomans and Mamluks, and then they just stopped winning against it. And I think Ottomans truce broke Timurids when Timurids went bankrupt after the war with Mamluks, because Ottomans wasn't taking that many loans.
Watch out for Iraq there.
Yes. But it's a shame to see Machiavelli dead, because I quite like him, but unfortunately this stuff does happen. But this nation is okay at best. I'm not going to say that it's good, because it's not, but it's okay. You know, it's Chad as fuck with this god tier general, Jesus Christ. 5'6'5". 37 cavalry, 10 infantry. I'm not sure what he's got the infantry for, but I do believe that all of his cavalry is Cossacks. So, that's something he said in the chat.
Oh, because he has he'll have limiters. You know, he has 24. So actually,
see.
is
All
he
of
just
this?
forming? Yeah. Oh.
you
But
can
the
go over limit
interaction.
with the government.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, he's definitely making use of the maximum horsiness that you can use in the mod.
Aristocratic economic.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's a very strange choice, and I definitely don't think it's ideal.
Wait, has he done the steppes wrong as well? The Cossacks estate wrong?
I think so.
Yes, he's got the
Yes.
Cossacks.
Yeah, but I know he's done lights. Only lights and the dev cost, because I know he didn't do that before. And he doesn't give the burgers +1 dip at base spit.
Who needs dip points when you are Horde man? But yeah, you want to 100% go admin focus here, and preferably get a nice high admin level advisor. And try and salvage this nation, because at the moment you're very far behind Muscovy. And if Muscovy wants to, he can just declare war on you and kill you. You can use Tech 10 to kill him, because you get new cav from him. But he can just use Tech 11. So, but yeah, because it's a fun nation, I'll give him that at least. But other than that, there's not really much to say about it.
So nice of you. So gracious.
Ottomans. Ottomans is the winner of this area. And has absolutely shit stomped on his neighbours.
What about Hormuz?
Well, he's allied to Hormuz for the dev cost, because you get Maliki.
I didn't see that.
You didn't know that, John. But yeah, Ottomans had a big gank prepared against them with Hungary, Poland, Lithuania, Timurids, Bukhara versus him, Mamluks, and Dalmatia. The Gankers had Muscovy declare war on them after they lost a battle in Hunyad, which caused Lithuania to die and the coalition to fall apart. And also for Hungary to die, obviously. And once the war with Hungary was over, Ottomans could turn around. However, instead of fully committing and just shit-stomping all over Machiavelli, he decided to not fully commit and let Machiavelli bankrupt himself, killing Mamluks. And then he truce broke Machiavelli when he bankrupted. So it was a very smart play from him. And it means that he's got basically the entirety of the Middle East. Like, there's literally nothing stopping him from just eating all of this land. The Muar player is fairly shit, I'm guessing, because he doesn't have full eco. Bengal isn't close enough to do anything, but he's got this entire region to himself.
Wow.
Which is rather insane. I'm pretty sure I had this at one point when I was playing Ottomans, but yeah, I definitely did. But it took me ages to conquer because I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, Ottomans is strongest, and
you couldn't be bothered to take over a nation.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to eat the land, you know. But yeah, he's running fairly low advisors at the moment. He's really close to the admin tech 10, but he's going to get a bunch more deving in before that. One would assume he would do it in Wallachia here. You want to accept Romanian before you do so, and it will seriously just make the land so cheap to dev. Like, well, not for accepting Romania itself, but Wallachia itself is really good for deving. But you know this, Luke, you're a good player. Boom. I'm fairly certain he's going to do a trade deal with Dalmatia if Dalmatia survives. I don't know what's going to happen with this war here. But Dalmatia lost a 1v1 to Austria, even after calling in Ottomans and Ottomans taking Vienna.
I think Austria has it.
Anyway, we're gonna go for a little trip east and go to Mewar. Mewar is very low manpower, relatively low income given he's basically done nothing all fucking game, except being allied to Bengal and ganking Bermanis. He's gone for the standard quantity echo, however he doesn't have full eco yet, which means he's going to be horrendously behind in deving. He's got a 666, but he's only had it for a year. That's really fucking good, Jesus Christ. Lucky bastard.
Looks like they haven't been doing nothing.
Yeah, really do. But none of them Does anyone have the? It doesn't look like anyone has the institution in East Asia. And Muad devved the first one in Thatta. And he's letting the autonomy tick
I
up
will
in it.
send to Bengal.
Okay. No, don't do it. Let him dev it. Seriously, just fuck him.
Free money.
Yeah, but it's also free making the strongest power in Asia stronger. You know? Because that's what Bengal is at the moment. Bengal is 100% the strongest nation in India. And
100%.
probably the strongest
Congratulations.
nation in Asia as well.
Mhm.
So, because he's the only one who's actually done some fucking deving.
Yeah, you should have taken that into account, Lewis.
Yeah. But yeah, he hasn't. Gujarat should be a lot richer at this point. Buildings wise, is barely anything, but there's nothing much to build until you start deving. So you know the source of your, the root of your problems is fairly obvious here. But yeah, Bengal is top dog in Bengal. Top dog in India. He's killed Siam with Milwar's help, which is a shame to see because I like Finchel. He's a nice guy. And now he's got himself the Malacca node, which steers into Bengal nicely enough. And he's got this lovely little gold mine here, which he isn't reducing autonomy on for some reason to give him more money. He's got an income of 60. He's losing money at the moment because he's running just 332 advisors with a Jesus Christ 535 scholar. That's really
Whoa.
fucking good. Yeah. However, despite this, he's behind an admin tech. But this means he has the chance to dev his land some, like here and shite. Like, even without the burgers, you still dev for fairly cheap, you know. So, for this reform here, you obviously want to go for the cultures at this point. Normally, you would go for the autonomy if you're a country that only has like one culture group, but you're not. So, what's the governing capacity like? You're 200 over it. You might want to consider taking this tech. That would be fairly useful for your country. Once again, I don't know Indian estates. I haven't played in it in 1.30, so I'm not going to comment on it. Yeah, you're at least you're getting the manpower, getting the mill points, you're getting admin power, getting dip points from anything. I don't know if he's getting dip points from anything. You probably want to flip to Seek, and just Seek is just better. So you get morale and shite. He hasn't culture converted anything yet, so I really don't know what the fuck he's gonna form. Oh, fuck me, I'm tired, but if he wants, I don't know, but if he's forming anything, it'll probably be Siam actually, but I don't know. Khmer is a decently largish culture. And I respect this play of going into Malaya, to be honest, even though I don't like the fact you did it to Thinchel. But yeah. Generally the best country in Asia, even though it's still dog shit. But what does that say to the game health? Yeah. Are there any more countries in Asia? No, I don't think so. Don't Ottomans, don't Bukhara. Muscovy. Muscovy is second strongest nation in the world right now, right behind Ottomans. Got highest manpower pool, I believe. Let's have a quick look-see here. Yep, they have 2,000 more max manpower than Ottomans. They are primed for war. They've got 100,000 troops, raw and ready to go. They can Streltsky whenever for even more troops, and all they need is 700 admin or so to form Russia. They're also going to be a teensy bit behind on the quality timing, but that's fine. They've got land to dev. They've got lots of land to dev. Because they've got a dead Lithuania here. Like seriously, they've basically got the best region in the world for deving. Right here. And they still haven't devved everything up here. Like, it really looks like he's done very little deving aside from 2 provinces. Maybe 3. And yet just his land alone is giving him this amount of manpower. That and his ideas and shit. So. You probably want to do this and just hope to get burgers. So you can dev more efficiently, of course. But yeah, this nation is very good, and he's got a fairly free game now. That the fuck? Why do you have Moldavia? Strange person. And he's got a fairly free game now that Lithuania is dead, and Bukhara is so far behind. It's not going to be an issue at all for him to just roll over everything to the east of him. Like literally every single country in Asia, even if they all declared on him at the same time, once he has got his Siberian frontiers all the way down here, you won't be able to stop him. But do you guys want to stop him? That is the question. Philosophical question for y'all. Next nation, Poland. Poland went for the controversial quality eco instead of quantity, so he's behind on deving a wee bit. However, despite this, he still has fairly high manpower pool. He's devved up here for some reason, instead of in his lovely Polish farmlands that are cloth. You know, like stuff like this that's absolutely insane to dev. You know, even without burgers being loyal, it's just so fucking cheap. Where's this here? Boom. He can form Prussia. Okay. He's just waiting for Anmatech 10 and to take the age bonus. And once he does that, we're gonna have a Prussia on our hands. Is that something to be worried about? It's up to you to decide, and me because I'm also here. He's got
and me.
Yes, he's got a fairly small force because he didn't go quantity. However, we assume he's just gonna go quantity next. But at the moment, he has probably the best quality in the game because he's gone for quality first, and I don't think anyone else has. Oh, Bukhara might, but only because he's using horses. But I'm not entirely sure. If we have a look at the culture map mode here, we see that the entirety of the Polish culture, aside from one province in Lithuania, has been removed. This is pretty based, and I wish it had happened in real life. But sometimes that's just how it be. No, it wasn't enough. But yeah, Poland's fairly decent. It could be better. He's given up land to Muscovy, and I believe he's giving up even more for some reason. But he's not in a good spot in terms of fighting Muscovy or Ottomans, because that's the worst thing about Poland here. He's surrounded by stronger players to either side, and
that's the single worst thing about Poland.
Yes, that and the fact he hasn't done much deving, but that's fine. Next nation on the list is going to be Sweden. Dragonikon. He has the 4th highest max manpower of any country in the world. He's currently spending 30 ducats out of his 34 income on advisors, which is pretty fucking based. You probably want to lower the admin one a wee bit, because you've already got admin 10 here. Like, definitely drop this to level 1 advisor. You don't need level 3 admin advisor anymore. You're not going to need admin for a long ass time, but Jesus Christ, this rule is fucking good. He's got the Swedish military reforms. He went for the morale of armies instead of the merc manpower, which is a fine, I guess. And he's at the moment converting to Orthodox, which is probably a good choice. However, I decided to go for the easier Protestant myself, because I'm a lazy cunt. He's got.
I'll back you up on that.
He's only got 84th limit, but that's more than Poland. And he's got 120k manpower, as said. His income is okay at best, but he probably wants to get more income from somewhere, because he's only got 34 at the moment. Even if he does dev everything and build all of his manufactories, he's still going to be a bit behind on income because of how small he is. So he needs to fight a war against someone. Probably me, to be honest, but whatever. Yeah. Sweden's been played very well, I'd say. And probably one of the best managed countries, but not the best country because he didn't start as Ottomans or Muscovy or France. So. But yeah, thank you. Denmark. This is my own nation. I have 113k max manpower. My rival just eclipsed me like a day ago, so don't blame me for not having one now. I'm also running 363 advisors, however all of mine are half price, and I do not have this tech. I'm also going to be getting the Count's Feud soon, which is really a big pain in the ass. However, I think I have figured out a way to avoid it. I just fucking form Hanover. Then can I get the Count's Feud? Nope, I cannot get the Count's Feud then. Beautiful. So yeah, and there we go, that's Count's Feud avoided. I'm a genius. But yeah, I've expanded a decent bunch this session. I've eaten the rest of Lübeck, up my portions of it, and I've taken this land from Burgundy. Which is pretty rude of me, but Burgundy was dead, so whatever. Yeah, my income was 44. I still believe it was down the scanner pick. I'll have a quick look though, just to make sure. Yeah, 44.96. So I've been running on fairly low crown land because I've been deving a bunch and selling titles. I've deved all of this state, this, and parts of this. I am, in my mind, a teensy bit behind on deving because I had a really shitty ruler at one point, but I think I've recovered from that now. Next nation on the list is Hesse. Hesse is run by Zaibu the Brabega head, and it's a fairly strange nation, you know. Has Kitty been saying anything?
What about it do you think is strange?
It's expansion choices, because it's got all of the Rhineland here, so he's gobbled all that up nice and good.
I just wondered if Ottomans shouldn't switch to Orthodox already, like...
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
maybe.
Sunni is almost as good as Orthodox, especially in terms of build-up, because you get so much more money from it.
True.
Because you can do the thing, and you get tech cost reduction, and you still get the 10% dev cost, so it's just much better for build-up.
But later, when you want to switch into theocracy, you need to be Orthodox, so... I don't know. Because you cannot drop government as Sunni.
But yeah. I mean, honestly, I think Ottomans staying Sunni is fine, personally, but it just depends on what you want to do with your game, and I really don't know what I want to do with this game. But anyway, Hesse. Hesse is being bullied by caravan power existing. He needs to finish off Switzerland here, which is the Austrian vassal. Austria's finally dead, so you can get yourself this gold mine. Wow, such a bully, he's fucking... Wow, actually bully. I've got a truce though. But yeah. Ever since Dave solved him, it's been a much better country, because Dave is a better player than Zaibu. And I honestly don't think Zaibu should have had Hesse, it should have been given to someone else, because if he's just going to give up like he did, it's just ultra disrespectful, but whatever. He's got fairly poor income, only 35, could be better. Let's see his buildings. He's built a couple of workshops, but not many at all. Not many of the good ones. Churches, he's built most of them, but not the good ones again. And manufactory-wise, there's one in a wine
weird.
province you want to delete. I don't know why he's expanded up into Saxony-Anhalt, but whatever. He does he, I does I.
What happened with Zaibu?
He didn't get killed.
And why did he quit?
Because, the first AI he declared on Austria mid-war allied, he just immediately rage quit. And then Dave, took over when he quit. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of rebels.
What happened to Austria?
Austria lost the war against Zaibu. Austria lost the war against Ottomans. Austria lost the war against Florence. Austria just keeps losing, honestly. And he's won one
Is
more
the
against
player
Dalmatia.
still playing?
No, Slazer stopped playing last session.
Makes sense.
But yeah, Hesse is an okay nation. Could be better. Has done like no deving though. And he's chosen to dev here for some reason. I don't know why you do that when you have
It's a
farmlands
strong
down here.
tile. What do you mean?
Okay, but he's got farmlands down here and grasslands and
With
shit.
cloth.
Would you rather? I would rather have a forest with wool than a farmland with cloth.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, Zaibu's a Barbaga head, this is known.
Uh-huh.
He's allied to Muscovy in France. I'm not sure why, but whatever.
Unholy alliance.
Shut up. Burghers will be loyal.
Yeah, shut
Actually,
up.
let's see. Oh, he failed an agenda. What a poo-poo head. He's got this monster vassal. Wow, it's got cores in me. That's so bullying. He's also not eating Nuremberg, which is a fairly important trade center here. And he probably wants to rival and embargo me, so that I stop stealing as much of his money. Yeah. Next nation on the list is Dalmatia. Dalmatia lost the war against Austria. However, in this truce break, they're obviously going to win because Austria's bankrupt, and he is not yet bankrupt. I don't even know if he has to go bankrupt. He's only losing 12 from interest. If he just deletes his mercs, turns off his army, moves his reduced autonomy on this province once he owns it, he'll be in a much better position overall. I think for the peace deal here, because it's gonna be AI probably, you want to do something like this, I guess.
Take the course, yeah.
No, I'd say 100%. Like, and then this stuff is gonna break away, and because it's AI and not a player, you don't need to give him access. It's genius.
And also his income will increase when he gets the course back, so...
Yes.
Intel is great.
Yes. It's 13 devastation, but there's a fort on it, so it'll go down pretty quickly. Does Austria have an army? Nothing of mention. And Augsburg is supporting independence of Bohemia. So Austria is 100% donezo this session. They had, as I said earlier, Austria proper taken from them, from Ottomans, which is pretty fucking based. And it leads the way for the trade deal to be made here, but Dalmatia doesn't have to go bankrupt here. However, they might just die to France if they don't die to Austria, because France now owns all of this shite. It's we'll see what happens though. I believe in Hildrek, even if he doesn't believe in himself. France. France had a very rough session. They declared war on Florence, didn't commit hard enough, and so they got pushed back by Dalmatian Florence. And at this point, Burgundy, who was their former ally, joined against them. And at this point, England joined, and England convinced me to join, and I took my land and fucked off. But I gave them advice on how to win the war, and now France is in a fairly strong position. All they need to do is just eat all this land. You'll be a lot richer, you'll have a lot more manpower because he's devved it a wee bit. And you have more control over Champagne because he's stealing your money here. You'll also want to get in on the death of Austria here. Despite how they look at the moment, France has extraordinarily good potential at the moment. You definitely want to be running an advisor here. Not sure why you're not. Simply because all of his neighbours to the west of him are dead. East of him even. There's no west, fucking hell. I'm retarded. You also want to start integrating Milan, because that's a really fucking good state there. That will make you more money in Genoa. And you also want to finish off Florence when the truce is up, which is 5 years. Okay. Can you mute yourself when you type, you dumb piece of shit? That's what I thought. Yeah, France is in a
Fucking
really
cat.
good position to just eat the AI around them.
Destroyed that guy.
Based. I heard it live on the stream, based.
Really? What's my autonomy like? Tag. I'm fairly certain my autonomy is fine at the moment with this Vico. Yeah, I've also been reducing autonomy. I guess I forgot to do it in this shit, but I'll just wait until it's converted to reduce, so there's less chance of me getting rebels. Actually, no, I should do it anyway, because I'm going to get Norwegian rebels 100%. Good point. Okay, thank you. England. All England needs to form Ireland is Tech 10. They're Irish primary culture. I'm not sure if they want to do the famous British into Ireland or the Irish into British. Either way, at the end of it, if they culture convert back to English, they can form England again. However, you want to stay Irish for at least a time being, so that you can use the 10% dev cost mission with the 20 provinces, I think it is. I'm not sure how many provinces it is, but it's an amount of provinces in North America, and you get your mission. You're spying on Spain at the moment, but I really don't know what the hell is going on in Western Europe. I was just invited in to eat up Burgundy, and I did so. They've got a much smaller army than they did at the end of last session, because they've only expanded by 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces. And they've been in a giant war for those 4 provinces. It's got very good income, a lot better than it was last session. However, some of it comes from knowledge sharing Ottomans, and he hasn't got eco ideas. Which is the worst thing about this country. Instead of going for no focus, you 100% wanted to go for admin focus there, so you could start filling eco ideas. Eco ideas are the single most important thing for this England. Simply because of this. He's got very low dev everywhere. He can make the high dev for a price. Going eco will make it cheaper. But yeah, England's in a relatively good position at this point. He's de facto allied to me. We've been helping each other in wars and shit. And now he's in a position to sit back and colonize. What the fuck is this shit? Whatever. Yeah, next nation on the list is Spain. Spain has 108,000 max manpower. Despite the fact that he is Orthodox, he somehow has less max manpower than vanilla Denmark. Very strange person who's done very little deving with his orthodoxy. Like, I'm gonna point this out when people complain about bad rulers, but if we look at the weighted average monarch, if Scandavec will load. Anyway, I just want to say I have the second worst average ruler of any alive player, and have the 5th highest max manpower. Head of all
The
these
fifth?
nerds. Yep,
Wow.
I know, it's insane.
And you were the
Anyway.
second?
Second worst. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yes, Spain is just a big ahead. I'm not sure what he wants to do with his game, but he's killed the Berbers. He's formed Spain at least, so he can use his power spike of Spanish Turkey and kill someone. Who he wants to kill is entirely up for debate, but France would probably be the hardest target right now, because they'd probably have England backing them up. I'd say the easiest target would be Portugal. But there's no one else really, because you don't have the navy required to actually 15 heavies tag England. England only has 11 heavies. You could theoretically sea line England and just use your superior military quality to just shit on him. However, if you do that, France will probably backdoor you. Fort line is okay. You definitely want to build something on Urkel though, just in case Roussillon falls. It's just good backup.
It's being built. Look at the province.
So it is. He read my mind. But yeah, other than that, the full setup is fine. Although personally, Spain is a bit painful without the option to have a fort here and here as well. But it does make the game a wee bit less cancerous. So I'm going for quality ideas now, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to be the first person to have full quality with decent milking. You probably want this guy instead of that guy. You've got lots of money, you can afford the level 3, don't worry about it. But yeah, this nation's in a really good spot, so just kill France if possible. I don't even know if you will be able to. I'm not sure how good PTZ is compared to Cookie. However, using the full quality spike timing, you probably can, because he's still only admin 7.
Remember the mission as well, so he can pop both of them, I think.
Yeah.
Or one of them.
Wait.
He can't
Wait,
because
what?
he has Fez as a vassal, but he can in 15-17.
Yeah, so basically he can.
Yes,
Like, it's
sure.
yes.
What are you saying, Luke?
Wait, what about that guy?
Which guy? The green guy?
That guy with the glasses.
What?
Nostalgia Critic. Did you not watch Nostalgia Critic?
No, I didn't. Anyway, Portugal.
Oh.
Portugal has Portugal has sat back and eaten AI. He's vassalized these shitters for some reason. I don't know why on earth you do that. Release them and conquer
My
them.
sub fucked up. My
Yeah,
sub fucked up. I will break that relation.
shut up. They've gone for exploration, expansion. They want to take economic next, probably. They got lots of admin points, admin focus, so I'm guessing that's what he is going for, and he's not taken this yet, so it just shows that he wants to save up a bit more admin points. 12 times 10 is 120. He's not going to be capping on it by the next year.
Wait, that's not what 12 times 10 is.
Shut the hell up. But that means that he can save a little bit more admin points. He's got 21 innovativeness from filling 2 entire idea groups. He wants to form something though, but I don't know what kit he wants to form. He's already in the Cape, so Africans beware. And Indians beware.
I'll tell they're Africans.
Yeah, fucking Africans. Yeah. But yeah, maybe Spain forms something and Portugal borrows the provinces for Spain. I really don't know. What is this strange ass split? Normally Portugal gets this state and this state. Instead they're getting this shit. Whatever, it's just odd. I'm not gonna look at any of his colonies because I really can't be fucking bothered. But I just want to say, why is this one so small?
Bothered to do a lot.
Yes. Why is this one so small? Shouldn't you like be rapidly colonizing this shit, buddy?
little boy.
But whatever. He's also only running a single colony at the moment. Yeah, I'm guessing that's just the sub being retired or something, but you're 100%.
3 colonists are used, so I don't know where the other 2 are. Wait, what?
I guess this one just finished or something.
Maybe, yeah, they could just finish.
I don't know, but it's very strange timing. Now, now we've looked at all of the not dogshit nations. It's time to look at the worst nations in the game. The absolute most dogshit of dogshit nations.
Whole golden era. Ooh.
Here we have Songhai converting to Orthodox. They have 10 ideas. He's behind on Eco because he had Admin Tech 3 last session. Admin focus, for the love of God, please. He's also, as I said, converting to Orthodox, so he's gonna get better. He wants to sit in an AI war or some shit until he can actually convert, though, because else it's just gonna be half of his land being Orthodox, a quarter of his land being Sunni, and a quarter of his land being fetishist, which is not a good look. He's gonna lose the Dhimmi here, which is gonna lower his manpower a tiny bit and make it so that his tech isn't as cheap, which is bad because you want this. He's got Songhai ideas, which are, I'd say, the best in Africa, but I'm not sure. I haven't
They
looked
are.
at. Okay.
Ethiopia is second because they got buffed.
But yeah, Songhai is the best of the dogshit countries. Now onto the next dogshit country, Congo. Congo has a maximum power of 52,000. They, as well as Congo, do not have full eco ideas yet. They have admin 7, however, so they're a lot further behind. They also don't have the institution, despite their neighbour Kilwa, who they're shitting on, having it. Which means that they took Miltech 9 without it, which is painful. I'm not sure if Kilwa was a player at the end, but Kilwa was absolutely the worst of the African nations last time we looked at it. But Congo has route to their land, so they can have all these lovely gold mines. Where are the gold mines? Lovely.
Well, I was really looking forward to seeing how this game turned out, but there's a glitch that's making me leave. Good luck.
See you, Jordan. But yeah. They haven't occupied this. If they occupy that, they get enough war score to peace out.
There's a disaster going on.
Religious turmoil. Because he's Catholic, and most of his land is. Why is he Catholic?
Why not Orthodox? Did he get his reform? Like,
Maybe they won't go reformed. That'd be pretty fucking based.
I
Reformed
mean,
Congo.
reform the culture group
What?
into Eastern, because you can get Eastern as Congo.
You need to be a hard and then be
No, you can't. You can do it as Kilwa, but you can't do it as Congo. Because Kilwa is a tribe. And Congo is not. At least in vanilla, I think Kilwa is a kingdom in the mod as well.
Oh, okay.
Kilwa's dead. They've gone expansion quantity, which is probably the worst build I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't even know if it was played this session. It doesn't look like it's expanded at all. He's got unstated gold mines. It's just a strange nation overall. Ethiopia. Fuck. Ethiopia is a strange nation. They decided to kill Mamluks, so now they don't even get Cairo. They can't form Mamluks themselves. However, I don't even know if you want to form Mamluks, because Ethiopia has 10 morale and 5 dev cost.
For government only, probably.
Mamluk government type is worse than normal government type, because you can't choose the stats of your rulers. I don't know what peace they're going to do with Ross Anglia here. And let's see how many ideas they have. 1 in eco. Every single African country doesn't have full eco in 1514. Pain and suffering. And that concludes the Frogcast.
Frog crying about Africa.
Yes.